Before we begin, thank you to everyone, really. As of recording this, I'm completely caught up on my Patreon shoutouts. Thank you guys so much. It took months to get to that point, but we are finally caught up. Everyone else who pitches in from now on will get a shout out as it comes in, so it'll be more sporadic. And that means my intros are not going to be before we begin every single time anymore. But I do need to do the important things, which is to remind everyone that the Patreon campaign is extremely important to the channel's future, and it is going to be the reason I'm able to keep doing this. Also, at 500, we're doing the Beast Wars reviews, so yeah, it's a lot of work. Or I might just tell you to hit the like and subscribe button. You know, the usual YouTube shill stuff. So as long as I'm shilling stuff, let's shill myself a little bit. I've been meaning to do this for a while now, and just kind of go back through my old library of videos and just show off kind of my favorite videos that I've done over the years, or the ones I'm most proud of or most surprised about. So it's not a complete list, but I went through as much as I could remember off the top of my head and just decided, here's my highlights. Here's like the greatest hits collection of TJOmega. Because aside from just having this in my head for a while, I've got a lot of new subscribers. So I thought this would be a great way of telling them where to go to see what I am all about. So I'm going to start with the one April Fool's video I could ever think to do, which is not true. I always come up with a great idea for an April Fool's video about a month after April. So sometime in May, I will come up with a great idea for an April Fool's video, and I will inevitably forget about it. This is, the Invisible Mirage review, where I am literally reviewing a invisible toy, complete, and is one of the first times I really paid attention to sound effect work in order to convey what I was doing on the screen. And that was an interesting editing challenge, aside from I just think it's funny. So that one stands out, and I'm really hoping I can come up with goofball ideas like that again. We have an April coming up. I should probably think of one of those really good ideas I normally can't ever think of. So, moving on to a very different review for me. I'm not just Transformers, people. I review whatever toy I feel like. And once upon a time, I felt like reviewing a Minecraft Lego set. This one was an interesting video for me because it is done in not only toy review style, but let's play style as well. So, the challenge of the video was, the set is based on The First Night. The name of it is The First Night. So the goal was, can I make The First Night set in Minecraft in one night? No, not even close. You'd need a team to do it. And I intentionally goofed the ending to make it funnier, because there's easier ways to get grass on the roof. I knew that. So, but it's the only video I know of that blends toy review and let's play, which I feel like makes it an extremely unique review, and one that I'm very happy it came out the way it did. I think it's an interesting watch. Here's a video that did not get the attention it deserved. So, once upon a time, I was part of a video site called Reviewtopia. We were trying to be the next That Guy with the Glasses / Channel Awesome. This was before we realized Channel Awesome was not a place you wanted to be like. But this was us getting together in a hotel room, and we had planned this big crossover thing where we all got together in Tampa and we all shot, reviews together. But we didn't have any one big group video that had all of us. And the idea going in was, we'll just do a brawl, that was what Channel Awesome did. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something they didn't do. But all of our characters, all of our cast had evil characters. So I thought, let's do like the Legion of Doomed. Let's do, the alliance of evil duplicate characters and see how it went. And I think it's really funny. And then there's El Nej, incredibly talented friend of mine. Go watch him on YouTube too. He was just this normal guy. He has the best. I gave him the best role in this. So I hammered out the script of this in 2 days. When I found out we weren't doing one big to get all together video, I hammered the video out in 2 days. And I'm proud of it because it's the first time I've ever directed other performers. So it's my directorial debut. So the fact that it came out, I think it came out really good. That one has always made me really happy. I'm just including this just because it is an anomaly. Video-wise, it's just a typical video review. It's just your bog standard toy review. But for whatever reason, and this is why YouTube success is stupid, this has over 1 million views. This is the most viewed video on my channel. There are countries where this went, literally went viral. And I don't know for the life of me why. It's just a standard review. There's nothing special about it. It's just a video. It just happened to be about the right toys at the right time. It's also my most downvoted video. So the countries where it went viral really hated it, but they kept watching it. I don't know why. But yeah, I have a video that is officially over 1 million views, and it's not the ones I worked on for a year. It's not the ones I thought was a super creative idea. It's just a bog standard, plain Jane, basic, toy review. And you can't ever anticipate. This is why you don't anticipate YouTube success, because you don't know. You just never know what's going to take off. Don't ever do anything for YouTube success that you're not happy about just for the sake of YouTube success. If you get stuck doing it, if it takes off and you're not ready for it, you're going to be stuck doing something you don't like forever. Always do something you enjoy. Basic advice. I've done a lot of voice actor interviews over the years. But of all of them, this was the most surreal. Because this is Kevin Conroy. This is the Batman. This is a top quality. It's like a Comic-Con level guest. That because I knew the right people at the right time, went to the right place. I had the opportunity to sit down and actually talk to who I believe to be the Batman, the best Batman ever. And that was just, I don't get starstruck talking to voice actors and celebrities that I get to, but this is the first time where I was like really close to that, because this is Batman. This is Batman. Super cool. Super cool. But yeah, I've had the opportunity to talk to Troy Baker, Nolan North, Laura Bailey, Phil Lamar, seriously great voice actors over the years. I need a playlist of all my interviews just so I can show them off. And of course, my favorite being Scott McNeil, right? Of course, we have to mention him. I've probably pulled more information out of Scott McNeil than the entirety of everyone else who's ever interviewed him, because I've probably got the majority on that. Can't show you any of this video on YouTube, but yeah. So for the newbies on the channel, I used to do TJTV back when I had a hosting service that I could actually monetize elsewhere. I cannot do that anymore. Most of the TJTV episodes that I can keep online are on a Daily Motion page now. That's the only place I can successfully archive them, including this one. Of all the TJTVs, I think this is the one where I felt like this had the most impact. Because this one ended off on a really serious note. And I think this is where my frustration and with the show hit a peak. It's probably the angriest I've ever been at a single cartoon. So if you go looking for my old cartoon reviews, probably go to that one. So one of my most viewed videos, I think is also 500,000 views, is the original Deca Driver review, where I lied a lot. I made guesses and assumptions and just plain made things up to sound like I knew what I was talking about. So this was my attempt to rectify that with the complete selection version of the toy. I tried to make it as inclusive as possible. I went for all the effects. I showed off all the cards. I did everything I possibly could to make sure this was as robust a review as possible. I think this is the pinnacle of my Kamen Rider reviews here. No real need to go beyond that. You can see, I'll show you like some of the things I did. Like you can see I scanned all the cards front and back. Those are actually my scans that I took. Washed out now that I look at them. Add in all the effects myself, of course. Try to keep it as unrepetitive as possible. Yeah, I'm really, really happy with that one. Once upon a time, Team 4-Star, the abridging masters that they are, put out a contest that basically said, you don't like how slow our uploads of Dragon Ball Z Abridged are? Fine. You do it. You do a abridged episode in 1 month and tell me how easy it is. That felt like the vibe of the contest they did. So 1 month, make an abridged episode. So I went with my favorite anime of all time, Slayers. I pulled in literally every friend I had that had a good quality microphone. I slaved over this. It is 1 solid month of work. I think I estimated something like 70 hours of time into this 9-minute video, and I have never seen a dime off of it because you can't monetize work like this, which is one reason why Team 4-Star stopped. But I'm super proud of how it came out. I think I gained a ton of respect for editing, gained a ton of respect for both sound designers, like literally like every aspect of making a cartoon I learned about doing this, and it just brought my respect level up so high. And I'm super proud of how it came out. I think it's really funny, and I think it's a really clean edit. There's some things in there I'm genuinely impressed with myself that I was able to figure out how to do it. It didn't win. It didn't place in the top 30, and I think that's unfortunate because there's some things that are top 30 that genuinely weren't funny, but I'm really happy with how it came out. So that's, again, something you have to go to my Daily Motion page for. I can't talk about my favorite videos of all time without going into Plastic Addict, can I? So I did for my 10,000 subscriber countdown, I said at 10,000 I'll do the worst Transformer toy I own. And that was Titanium Megatron, the first Titanium Megatron. To this day, I feel like it is the worst Transformer toy ever produced, with absolutely no redeeming qualities to it whatsoever. I don't think there's any topping it. I really don't. I keep getting people asking, is there any toy that's come out that's worse? Nope. Not a one. Doesn't exist. None could ever be worse than Titanium Megatron. So, yeah, I really need to change the thumbnail because it's no mystery at this point. It's in the title. Yeah. If you want to check out my most famous series, go there, because that is the episode. Or is it? Because we also have this gem. So, once upon a time, I saw a video review that was entirely in musical style, and I thought to myself, that's a great thing. That's a great concept for a video review. I am no singer. I am no songwriter. I'm not capable of something like that. So, I'm good at rhyming. So I took inspiration from cartoons I watched as a kid, things like, Tiny Toon Adventures, where I grew up watching, that did parodies of Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven, and The Simpsons did it too. So I thought, let me do it, and I'll do it with a toy review. So we picked Beast Machine Silverbolt, an infamously bad toy, as I yeet him. And yeah, this took a year. This was my side project, on and off. I would open this up, do a few lines, close it. A couple days later, I'd open it up, change a couple lines, add a few more, close it. It took a year to get it perfect, to where I have got the rhyme scheme consistent, all the review criticism in, still funny, still sounds like The Raven. And then filming it at that point was no problem. And then the fun part was actually getting Scott McNeil to do the Review More, my version of Nevermore. It is actually his voice. He actually did record it for me. So, yeah. Who else can say that? Who else can say they have Scott McNeil as a cameo in their toy review? Nobody. Who else can say they did an entire Edgar Allan Poe poem as a toy review? Nobody. Just this guy. This one who's dumb enough to do it. Yeah, but this, again, I don't think I'm happier with... I think of all the videos I've made, this is the one I'm most proud of. Like, this. And then there's the moment I'm most proud of, period. If you watch this channel long enough, you know I have a deep connection to a convention in Tampa called MetroCon. When I was 6 months into my YouTube career, I was entertaining all of 23 people. And really wondering why I was wasting my time on a YouTube channel that was not doing anything. And then I go to MetroCon, and I see the passion that these people are putting into the shows and the performances. I see everything that they are doing to make something that's fun for everyone that's attending. And I fall in love with the place. Like, I am amazed to this day that they put so much into this. And it's what recharges my battery every year. This, I got to be a guest in 2017. On the same guest list as Scott McNeil and Steve Bloom. Imagine that company. I don't know why they let me be a guest. To this day, I will tell you, I did not deserve it. I was not a big name. I was not a draw. I don't know why they let me do it, but I am so thrilled that they did. That stage, like 10 years from seeing that stage and being inspired by it to the point where I'm now on it, telling nerdy jokes and thanking everyone for their support. This was the proudest moment of my YouTubing career. You know, this was the pinnacle. I could get to be famous enough to walk out at San Diego Comic-Con stage. It would not mean as much to me as this moment did. So this, of everything I've ever done on YouTube, of everything that this YouTube channel has ever let me do, this is the moment that I'm happiest with. So that's my look back at least some of my favorite videos over the years that I have done, or at least the ones I'm most proud of. You know what? If you've been around on this channel long enough, leave your favorite in the description. You don't have to link it, but just like let someone know what your favorite one was, so all the newbies on the channel know where to go and what to check out. And of course, hit subscribe if you want to see all the new favorite videos that come up, because I always have a lot more in mind that I would like to do. So thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being a subscriber and a supporter, and I will see you next time. Guys, I am facing the most powerful enemy any YouTuber can face, the algorithm, and I need your help to defeat him. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. Every time you do, we attack that algorithm and we drive it back until it can no longer defeat this channel. Thank you very much.